Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hi, I'm Christiana. I'm starting off by priming my eyelids with MAC Paint Pot in Soft Ochre, and I'm going to set all of this with the shade Framed from the Vice palette by Urban Decay. For the look that I was going for, I found that the palette was lacking a nice transition color, which is why I used Peach Smoothie by Makeup Geek. And on top I used this burnt orange brown shade, which is called Bitter from the palette, on a pointy but still fluffy brush. After working on my crease, I'm going to work on my lid with this color, which is called Flame. It's a very nice glittery color. I did wet my brush before with a little Fix Plus, only to make it appear stronger, pigmented, and just overall a little bit more foiled. Then I'm going back with Bitter, and I'm just going back and forth, really blending a little bit into the crease, upwards, a little bit towards my brow bone, because I have hooded lids or slightly hooded lids, which makes the look a little bit more dramatic and nice. And I'm always blending over with a clean blending brush just to make it appear seamless. Just back and forth, and at the end I'm also going back in with this foiled eyeshadow because it lost a little bit of its pigmentation from all the blending. Then I'm going in with this eye pencil by Urban Decay as well. I guess it's called Perversion, and I'm just lining my upper waterline, and then I am putting some eyeliner over top. This is my Tom Ford eyeliner. You definitely don't have to use such a expensive eyeliner. Just use whatever you like and create a nice big wing. For now we are done with the eyes, and I'm going to prime my face with the Nivea Aftershave Balm, and afterwards I'm going to use my NARS Sheer Glow foundation over top of it. I'm blending it this time with a brush, which I haven't done in quite some time. I'm using the brush by XO Beauty. You can use any face brush you want. You can even use a beauty blender. I am going over top with a beauty blender just to smooth out lines that may occur from the brush. Then it's getting glamorous. I'm using my Chanel Teint de Soleil bronzer, which is a cream bronzer. Really, you don't have to use such an expensive cream bronzer. Again, just use whatever bronzer you like. I am buffing it out with a face brush by, I guess, Sigma, and then I'm going over top with, again, a Chanel bronzer. I forgot to use my concealer before I put on this powder, so usually I would put on my concealer first, but I did it afterwards, and I used my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. Now you can see me blend out the harshness of the bronzer just a little bit, but there we are with the NARS Radiant Creamy. I'm blending everything out with a beauty blender, trying not to get it into my powder. Again, usually you would not do it afterwards you used powder, but I don't know where my head was. Now I am setting everything with this powder, this loose translucent powder by RCMA. I am also baking a little bit. I'm baking my chin, my under eye area, and my forehead a little bit where I might get oily throughout the day. I also am cleaning up a little bit of the bronzy lines, and in my nose area I'm also baking a little bit because I tend to get oily there as well. In order to get rid of everything, I'm using my Hourglass Ambient Lighting palette, the lighter shades, and I'm just wiping everything off my face, and afterwards I'm using a fluffy brush also just to get rid of any residue from the powder. I'm using this blush by L'Oreal in the shade Peach. Also, I just wanted to mention that I do not get really oily, but it is summer and I get sweaty. That's why I baked. Then I am also just diffusing the lines with the fluffy brush, and I'm using another blush which is from Clinique. I believe it's Berry Pop, and I am using a Real Techniques Metals blush brush. I'm just blending all the powders together to make them appear more natural-ish. Then I'm using ColourPop's highlight in Lunch Money. I'm just applying it on my cheekbones, on my nose area, like the bridge of my nose, and my upper lip. Then I'm applying Champagne Pop by Becca Cosmetics on a fan brush, and I'm just applying it to the points where I applied Lunch Money before. I'm using a little pencil brush and applying it also as a brow bone highlight on my brow bone. I'm setting my eyebrow hairs in place with this brow gel by Benefit. In my lower waterline, I'm using a pencil by Gosh in a teal color. I'm also using a pencil brush and blending out the shade Grasshopper underneath my eyes, and I'm using this very straight kind of brush to make a second wing underneath the black wing that I did with this green Grasshopper color from the palette. Then I'm just blending over it with a little fluffy brush, and you can see me using a tissue. This is just to prevent any fallout. Here I am doing my usual lash routine, just curling the lashes, lash primer, and Better Than Sex mascara by Too Faced, which I love. Then I'm using a little bit of Champagne Pop again in my inner corners just to brighten and highlight them as well. Now it's time to set what you just did in place, and I'm using the setting spray by Makeup Forever. You can use any setting spray you like. So now on to the fun part. I'm showing you 4 lip options. First is the color Air by Kylie Cosmetics, the metals. I'm gonna show you all the metals. Air is a little bit light for me for this look. I appreciated the darker colors more in the end, even though I ended up wearing a light color. Next we have the shade King K, which is the middle shade. Then I am applying the shade Rain. I love this shade in combo with this look, especially now whilst editing it. I fell in love with it, and I'm definitely gonna get a lot of wear out of it. And last but certainly not least, we have this Charlotte Tilbury lipstick in the shade Stoned Rose. This is now my favorite go-to lipstick. I just love this shade. It's perfect for every day. So there you have it. This is the finished look. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you in my next video. Love you guys. Bye.